Good morning. Kurt here with Teach Mom How. Today I'm going to respond to a message that I got for a video I made. When did I make this? 2 years ago. One of my better videos in terms of views. And it's how to auto reply to a text message on an iPhone. It's a little hack. It's a way of using the do not disturb while driving feature to auto reply to people when they text you. And whether you're driving or not. And somebody commented recently, doesn't work, unfortunately. So anytime I get comments like this, I try to dive in and recreate it and see if maybe something's changed, or if I doesn't work anymore or whatever. So I'm going to dive into this one today. Let's go ahead and get started, and let's see if this still works, if this feature still works. So if you want to go back and watch the original videos, there's actually a follow-up to 2 previous videos. The links to those videos are in the description of this video. Okay, so let me share my screen here on my phone. If you don't know how to do that, go ahead and watch my video I just posted yesterday on that. Okay, so what this is we're setting this up so that you get an auto reply when somebody texts you. Okay, so here's an example. I just did this. I sent myself a test, and the test came back, and it replied with what I auto replied. It said, "Sorry for not responding right away. I'm with the family for a bit, or I'm driving. I'll respond when I get done." KTDD. That means knock the damn door. Okay, that's my life motto. So it is working, but let me show you how to do it. I'm using the iOS 17, so the newest version of the iPhone operating system. And here's how you do it. You go to Do Not Disturb by driving by going to the command center, or the control center they call it, okay? So to get to the control center, top right corner by where you see the Wi-Fi settings, you swipe down, all right? And then you'll see this driving button right underneath the screen share. You'll see driving. Now, you'll go to that, and now you can click the 3 dots and click settings. That will take you to the settings center where you can customize these settings and set up an auto response. How do we use this auto reply hack? Okay, you can only use it with the do not disturb while driving feature. And here's the worst part about it. You can only respond to people who are in your contacts. Okay, so let's start over just so you can see how to get there one more time. Top right corner by the battery, swipe down, click on the focus, which I have mine set to do not disturb. I just turned off do not disturb, turned it on, off, okay? Now it's off. This means it's on, this means it's off. But I need to click on it to the right of that right there, and I'll see the different focus statuses, they call it. Okay, so you can completely have do not disturb, you can have do not disturb while driving, and you can have some other customized settings. I'm not going to get into those in this video. But on the driving one, if I click the 3 dots, I'll see my settings. I click on settings, and that takes me here. I can determine who gets the notifications, I can determine who I receive notifications from. So maybe when you're driving, or when you turn on the driving feature, whether you're actually driving or not, maybe you want to still receive text from your wife or your kids. You can add those people here, and their text will still come through. Everybody else's won't come through unless they push it and send it as urgent. Okay, but when you're driving, whether you're really driving or not, when the status is set to driving, you can send an auto reply. So if you click on auto reply, you'll determine who you send it to. Do you send it to no one, recents, favorites, or all contacts? I do all contacts. And then this is where you customize the message. So if you ever got a text from someone saying, "Hey, I'm driving, I'll call you back," that's because they've set this up to do the auto reply message. And this does still work on iOS 17. So make sure you're using iOS 17, and I know it works. Sorry for not responding right away. I am with the family for a bit, or I'm driving. I will respond when I get done. All right, so that's your do not disturb while driving feature. That's going to respond to people. And then what else? Yeah, it's pretty much the same as it was in the other videos, just looks a little different. You can determine when you turn on Do Not Disturb while driving. Right here. Manual, automatic, whatever you want to do here. I leave it on manual. I tell it when I'm driving as opposed to letting it automatically detect it. You can choose that. And then that's it. So go ahead and set that up. Do a test. The way you test this, here I'll do a test so you can watch. Okay, the way you test this to make sure it's working is you send a text from a phone that's one of your contacts, okay? If you have a Mac computer and an iPhone, you can do this on there. So I'm texting from my phone, or sorry, from my computer to my phone. Since I'm a contact in my own phone, you'll see it come through, and it comes through twice because I'm both ends of the conversation. Oh, didn't work. You know why? Because I don't have Do Not Disturb while driving turned on. So you can't see this right now, but I'm going to my control center by swiping top right corner of my phone, and I'm turning on Do Not Disturb while driving. One more thing I need to show you that's kind of confusing to turn on your different Do Not Disturb statuses, your Do Not Disturb while driving statuses in particular. Top right corner, swipe down to reveal your command center. You'll see my driving is turned on right now, and it has to be turned on for the auto reply to work. If I click on it, it's turned off. But what's confusing is that just turns on and off the Do Not Disturb while driving. You have other statuses, like just plain old Do Not Disturb. Let's say that's turned on, and then you're clicking on this and you're like, how do I turn on the Do Not Disturb while driving? This frustrated me for a minute. If I click on it and I go to it, it now lets me turn on the Do Not Disturb while driving. So now that's the status. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing, click on it. I could choose the personal one. This one I haven't set up yet. That's why it took me here. Let me go back. And since I haven't set it up, it's not letting me do it. But I can go between Do Not Disturb while driving and just regular Do Not Disturb. All right, so I want that on. That would mean it's off. This would mean it's on. Okay, now let's go back and do a test, and it should send my auto reply this time. All right, just text anything to myself. Borrow one of your family members' phones to do this test if you don't have a Mac computer, because I'm doing this from my Mac, and it should send me my auto reply message. Okay, for some reason it didn't work when I sent it from my computer to my phone, even though it worked earlier, so I think that it's because I've already done it once. So I'm going to text myself from my daughter's phone. And you'll see it sent an instant reply. Sorry, not responding right away. Okay, so that's how you set it up. That's how you set up the auto respond feature using the Do Not Disturb while driving on your iPhone. And it does work still. It looks a little different than it did in the last couple videos I did, but if you need to, you can go reference the 2 other videos there in the comments. And stick around and watch another video and learn something new. Have a great day. I'm Kurt with Teach Mom How.